All right, welcome. My name's Georgine. So recently I've been getting a lot of students just coming off the plane and asking me what they can do after or even before to prep. The three areas that I like to focus on before or after are the hips, hamstrings, and calves. The reason behind that is because upper body you can definitely work on the plane fairly easily, working into some twists, working into some neck movements. I'll work into that in the next video, but today we'll focus just on lower body to keep it quick and keep going. All right, so let's get started. So we'll start with the hips. So we'll do a deer shape first. If you're like, what does that mean? What you're gonna be doing is I'll mirror you. So you're gonna take your right shin in front, left shin beside you, both at 90 degrees. From here, we'll just start with a simple twist getting into the hips as well. So find this length and start to twist. Left hand, right thigh, opposite hand behind you, lift up and twist, looking over your shoulder, and then release out of your twist a bit. So when you twist, you'll be pressing your hip forwards a bit, and then release. We'll do 3 more here. Twisting, and really looking over your shoulder, and release. Last 2. And last one. Awesome. Come back to center. Then from here, bring hands behind head, elbows wide. So the front ribs draw in a bit, squishing the front shin down and resist yourself, hinging forwards, coming all the way down. You'll feel the inner leg exists and then rising up when you feel like you don't want to go any further. We'll do a few more like this. Slow resist down and lift up. Cool. Lower and lift, just getting into that front hip. Last 2 and lift. Awesome. And last one. Cool. All right, and then from here, connect your hands or on the ground, kind of wherever feels best for you. And here's the fun part. So keeping everything the same-ish, and then see if you can lift your left knee up. That's fairly easy-ish. And lift your left foot up. That's the one I usually get the facial expressions from the students. So you're just doing kind of a sort of teeter-totter action with your leg. Nice. You'll have to move your torso slightly, but just trying to move it the least amount you can. Okay, so this might be your edge. You might just stick with the teeter-totter. If you're feeling like, you know what, I'm going for it today, keep engaging through the center of the body. Can you lift your entire shin up and lower down? So again, you can be in that teeter-totter stage, or you can do the full lift stage. Or if, again, you want to amp it up a bit more, lift, slow kick, rebend, and lower. We'll just do 2 more of that. If you feel cramping happening, that's the muscles being like, what are you doing? What's going on? It's normal. But if you find you need to come out, right? And you're at home or wherever you are. Cool. And then when you're ready, come back to center. Can you lift both knees up and then twist the opposite way? You don't have a pull behind you. And then return back to center. And then extend both legs in front of you. And give a little shake out. Awesome. All right, let's repeat sides. So deer shape round 2. So left shin in front, right shin beside, lifting up tall. We'll start with a twist. Right hand, left thigh, opposite hand behind you, lift, and then draw your left shoulder back, look over your shoulder, press your right hip forwards, and then release a bit. We'll do a few more like this. So press, twist, look over the shoulder, and release. Cool, 3 more. And release. Nice. So working a little bit more into the hips. And release. And last one. Release, keep your legs the same. Hands behind head, elbows wide, ribs knit in slightly. Pressing your shin down. And then resist your weight forwards. And then rising up. Cool, a few more like this. Resist your weight forwards. And up. 3 more. Again, you don't want to feel pain. You just want to feel like, oh, this is interesting or different, right? And then slowly, 1 more. Cool. And then again, you have the option palms connect or hands down or wherever you want. And then we'll start with lifting your knee, also known as your right knee, up, then your foot. And you might not get a huge range of motion. That's fine. That's a rotation that we don't do as often / ever. Okay, so option to keep this teeter-totter action. If you're like, you know what, this is my edge. Or if you're feeling like a little extra, cinching the side waist a bit as well, lift your shin up and you'll have to distribute your weight to the side a bit and lower. Lift and lower. Okay. Option to stay or slow motion kick, rebend and lower. Lift, extend, bend, lower. Last one, I promise. Facial expressions help, kind of. And lower. Awesome. Lift. And switch the knees all the way around. Rinse that out. And slowly come back. Cool. And then sweep your legs in front of you. Give them a little shake out. So that was part one. Hips. And if you can't feel your hips, I don't know. So we're going to get a little bit more into hamstrings, a little bit of glutes with this. They're kind of working a symbiotic relationship. This one was in my posterior chain one if you want to just work on that. All right, so you're going to come onto your belly from here. So through all fours, you can either go through plank or just sort of wiggle your way down. You can let your head relax down. And you're going to step your feet wide, mat distance wide, and connect your heels. You're going to feel a little bit of a space between your hips and the mat. So from here, I want you to think about pressing your hips down to lift your knees up and then lower down. Lift up and lower. Let's do 3 more like this. And try to keep the shoulders and neck really chill. 2. And lift up, hold. Okay, option 1, stay. Or slowly extend your feet to the corners of the mat. And slow bend. Couple more. Trying to keep your knees and thighs off the ground. Last 2. And reach out, hold, hold, hold. Okay, lift up and down a bit. Up a bit. This is where it's really fun, especially to talk at the same time. Last 4. 3. 2. And 1. Lower down, shake it out. Plant your hands, child's pose for a moment. Knees either close together or wide, hips to heels, forehead down. Let yourself soften. Taking sighs with the mouth, letting it all go. Okay. So that was part 2. Coming up to a seat for a moment. We will shake out, pause. Hopefully feel backs, legs, glutes a bit more, feel the hips. We'll do one more, working a bit into the calves, and then we'll be ready to go, okay? All right, so from here, I want you to find a standing position. Feet hip distance apart, bra on your chest, and then just internally and externally rotate the feet a little bit, get some movement there. And then lower and lift from a chair. Find just a little bit of movement in the legs. Really sitting your bum back. And then option, when you lift, rise on your tiptoes. Lift and lower. Last 3, 2. Lift up, hold, pause, balance, palms connect. Slowly lower the heels and lift your heels. Lower and lift. 4, 3, 2. Lift, hold, pause. Can you tickle your ankles in and out from here? 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Lower your heels. Belly hugs in. Start to bend your knees as much as you can. Lean your chest back, lean your belly back. Come to your tiptoes, lower down to your knees, and make your way to your kneeling position. Take a moment, soften, chill. All right, so focusing on hips, hamstrings, and calves, 3 body parts or areas of the body that help you pre or post flight or travel. Hope you enjoyed. My name's George. See you next time.